Good afternoon. My name is Ben Edwards, and I'll read to you The Silent Epidemic. Life is strange. It is specifically how it teaches you lessons at the most random times. That sounds very vague, but let me explain. This all happened while I was playing with a bouncy ball one afternoon. Of course, while I was supposed to be doing schoolwork. After one toss, I watched the ball as it bounced away from me. I grew weary, of course, watching the ball erratically bouncing high, rapidly towards the living room picture frames on the bookshelf. In a rush of fear, I sprinted towards it. What felt like an eternity in quicksand under my feet, I caught up to the ball and finally was able to latch onto it. The wave of relief from catching the ball was powerful. It showed me something. That being, life is like the bouncy ball. It gives you bounces, each progressively creating more momentum and side effects from simple choices, such as bouncing the ball or doing schoolwork. These bounces can be interpreted as experiences and actions. Right then and there, it hit me. For every bounce in life, it can be seen as an experience, embracing challenges, or procrastinating. You might be thinking, so Ben, why is that important? I have better things to hear. And so on. I get it. It is important to me because it took me 17 years and a bouncy ball later to accept I often let my bouncy ball thoughts go, and it drags me down because of my negative choices. I realized right then and there I'm a full-blown procrastinator. I'm not going to deny that. I put off work to play with a bouncy ball, and it almost bounced out of control and could have caused many problems. Had I controlled my bouncy ball, I would have not done that. That is when I realized you can outgrow procrastination with habits. See, as a kid, I've always had a short attention span. I've always had a difficult time trying to learn things, understand concepts I really just don't find interest in. My schoolwork is a prime example. I do tons of it a day. I get bored after a while and have tendencies, to not do it. And it is not that I don't understand the material, I just procrastinate. The definition of being a procrastinator is simply the action of delaying or postponing something. Ironic? I don't think so. Who would have thought something so subtle was such a large issue? For me, at least. I know I'm not the only person who struggles with this, and this can be seen by an article from Psychology Today that mentioned procrastination is a common human tendency. About 20% of adults have regular bouts of procrastination, but as many as perhaps as 70 to 90% of undergraduates are chronic putter offers. After reading the article, I questioned many things. If upwards of 90% of the population struggles with this, why do we not help deal with it and outgrow it? It's possible. Why keep procrastinating and being mediocre? Not the truest version of yourself is what I'd say. One way I've learned to outgrow this issue is with cell phone apps. That sounds funny, but it's true. Using timers that restrict you from using your phone for that desired time. In essence, you make a game for that period of time to get as much done as you can before that timer goes off. For a reality check. I am doing that method of using a timer right now to outgrow procrastination. When I was writing. When I truly realized I was a full-blown procrastinator, I recalled all the experiences and interactions where I frustrated people, lost control of my bouncy ball, just all these examples. Whether it be my dad or close friends, they can list several experiences where I simply was not focused. It's the truth. Let's use one of my dad's favorites. The other week we were working in the yard and I simply was lagging. No doubt about it. It was hot and I didn't want to be working in the yard when I know I could be out having fun. Looking bad at it, I feel bad for looking so lazy and lame. It is said there are 7 triggers to procrastination, and I figured that out after this. These triggers being boring, frustrating, not meaningful, lack of reward, unstructured, difficult, or ambiguous. These trigger points were provided by lifeofproductivity.com. Each trigger makes sense. I've seen it in my own life. When there's a lack of reward, I often just go on my phone and call that a small victory, when in reality it's a defeat. That's the truth. Using my timer method to defeat these triggers and full-blown effects of procrastinating, I also found other methods for certain situations. Being a full-blown procrastinator, I'm good at pushing things off and having anxiety attacks. I laugh at it now because it was all my own doing. But I found it funny because the answer was right in front of me. I always feel good after a long mountain bike ride, or practice, or exercise for that matter. After exercise, I am tired and my mind is not running a million miles per hour. Well, only 500,000 miles per hour is what it runs at after exercise. Okay, in all seriousness, I use exercise to leverage my productivity and outgrow procrastination. I realized I was more level-headed and focused. Being more level-headed and focused has shown me that I am capable of big things. I just have to make an effort, no matter what. Overall, whatever it is, it becomes more pleasant with focus and patience. To accomplish these massive milestones and changing my life and turning it around, I use lists to use these other habits I have. Lists are a crucial part of my life. Lists help me keep me on track for whatever I have to get done. An article from mindtools.com said, "It is best by keeping such a list, you make sure that your tasks are written down all in one place so you don't forget anything important. And by prioritizing tasks, you plan an order in which you'll get them done so that you can tell what needs your immediate attention and what you can leave until later." It couldn't have been said better. Being the scatterbrain I am, I tend to forget a lot of small stuff, sometimes big things. That being said, lists help me reach my fullest potential. With all that, I'll say one thing. Anxiety is one thing to me, but time management is another. I realized with minimal time management skills, some effort and anxiety can go away for good. That's a big claim, but I think it's true. At least a good chunk of it. The point of this was not to talk about how I stopped being unproductive or talking about what's impossible. It's to show you simply it's possible to outwork procrastination. I mean, upwards of 90% of the population struggles with procrastination, and it's alarming to me. All the different degrees, but still the same premise of not getting enough done due to pushing it off. It's frustrating and emotional when you desire to work toward your goals, but you push them off. It's frustrating overall. I guess the lack of control. Being a procrastinator is not a bad thing, though. Being a procrastinator has taught me time management skills and life skills I would not think twice about. In short, it's always been a struggle, an emotional battle with myself feeling different, stupid, causing me to fear, overthink everything, saying to myself, am I good enough? Why try? You won't get it done. My brain was victimizing myself for 17 years, making me not succeed because of my past experiences. Once I let go of that mindset, that I was different from everyone and I was having it harder, I simply flourished. I accepted I was unique and have different ways to succeed. Everybody has it. We're all different. We're all unique individuals, each with goals of our own, but what stops us is a little voice. I'm here to say that there's enjoyment in blocking out that voice and working. Using timers, lists, or exercise to get that task done is a very rewarding feeling. Don't let your bouncy ball cause problems. Use it to enjoy yourself. Grow with each experience and control what you see and do every day. At the end of the day, Mark Twain said it best. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. It's simple. Many people do not realize it and waste their lives. Get started and enjoy the process. Thank you.